Only 17% of Wikipedia biographies are about women, and the number of entries about women's contributions to science and math, they're even less. One woman is trying to change that. Jess Wade is a researcher at the Imperial College of London, and she writes at least one entry on Wikipedia telling the story of a woman or someone from another group underrepresented in STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math. And she does this every single day. She's joining us from London this morning to tell us more about her efforts. Excited to talk to you this morning. Tell me, how did this idea come about to write an entry a day?
I think that, hello, good morning first. Thank you for having me, Canada. Wikipedia is a phenomenally useful educational tool. It's accessed by about 32 million people every single day. It's the 5th most popular website in the world. So we have this amazing platform to be able to communicate who scientists are and the kind of science that we do. And unfortunately, like you said in the introduction, on English-speaking Wikipedia, it's really, really biased. So only 17% of the biographies are about women, and because we're not very well represented in science, that's even worse. And I think I want young people, and all people actually, to be able to go onto Wikipedia, look something up, learn a new fact, find out about a kind of cool new technique or a new way of looking at the world, and then see the scientists behind it and see actually we're a big group of diverse people who make our understanding of the world a better place. And I want to tell those stories.
How hard was it to find information on some of these women?
So sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's easy. Some of the kind of more historical people are more difficult to research, but then it's so much more satisfying. Sometimes you find someone who was born in the 1930s and may have gone to a different high school and a different college and have a different maiden name because they got married. And then you find out this one fact about where they graduated from, and you're just so happy that you've done it. You're kind of buzzing for ages. So whilst those ones are a bit more challenging to do, it's not difficult. You know, all of this information is out there. We live on the internet now, which is why Wikipedia is such an important platform to make sure it's as impartial and neutral as it can be.
Who are some of the scientists that you have profiled that have gone, largely unnoticed until now?
I think one of the most phenomenal women that I had the chance to meet last year, and I saw her speak, is the editor of National Geographic. So National Geographic began in 1888. It has never, until 2016, had a woman editor. She's also the first Jewish editor. Her name is Susan Goldberg. She studied at Michigan State University and then has had this phenomenal legacy in journalism, in both writing in kind of local papers, moving up, working in kind of big news corporations, and then getting this honor of being the editor of National Geographic, and went to win Pulitzer Prizes for the National Geographic. You know, she's done some really sensational journalism there in the short time that she's been there. And when you went to the page of National Geographic, there was a little thing saying editor Susan Goldberg, but you couldn't click her name. There was no more information behind that. And after seeing her speak and knowing about all of this phenomenal life that she'd had, I just thought the world deserves to know more about this amazing woman. So I made her page.
Well, you've inspired all of us to dig a little deeper on Wikipedia to look for that information. Jess Wade, thanks for joining us from London today.
Thank you so much for having me.